if you're already in like a not a great mindset association with your body, Korea will not be your friend. Hi. What's up? It's Kendall here. You miss me? No? It's cool. So I've been gone for a few weeks. Actually, I haven't been uploading pretty regularly for about a month or so. But this last 2-3 weeks, I had a reason. Because I was in Korea, and I can't multitask. I can't chew gum and walk at the same time. But if you haven't seen me, like, at all, that's because you probably haven't been watching my vlogs. Those are over on my vlog channel. A lot of people don't know I have a vlog channel because I don't talk about it and I don't upload there regularly, generally. But this last trip to Korea, I was like, I'm gonna vlog for most of it. It was a lot of fun. I finally got to see friends that I haven't seen in a long time, and it was just very well needed relaxation, and it was a whole lot of fun. So if you haven't seen any of those videos, they're hilarious. I will link my vlog my vlog channel is always linked in the description box. Should have been there longer. I should have stayed longer because I feel like it was some time, but not enough. So your girl's already looking ahead, thinking to the future, trying to figure out when I'm gonna go and see my peeps again. Definitely gonna stay a lot longer next time. Yeah, but since I've been away and I haven't been uploading on this channel that much, I feel mad awkward and I didn't know what to talk about. So I went to Twitter and asked you guys, what do you guys want me to talk about? And I had a lot of people that were really interested in my kind of mindset around body confidence, particularly pertaining to when traveling to Korea or when going to Korea for some amount of time. This video is very long overdue. I was supposed to do this video years ago. I made a whole video about being like thick and curvy and, you know, sexy PHAT fit ass in Korea a few years ago. And around that time, I actually planned on doing a more specific video about body confidence. And I just never did. Why? Because I slowly realized each time I go to Korea, my thoughts around body confidence and particularly how my own personal ideas and thoughts around body confidence actually changes depending on how I change. So considering at this point I can kind of reference several times going to Korea and how my thoughts have been really, really good and really, really not going to Korea, I can kind of tell you like how that kind of worked for me. I can't speak on anybody else. This last time going to Korea, so that would have been my 5th time. Wow, time flies. 5th time. I remember when trying to go the first time just seemed like I will get there one day, and now it's like a very regular, semi-regular thing that I do at this time. If you believe, you can achieve. This last time, I can honestly say it was the most comfortable I've ever felt in my body, probably in my life, but certainly while in Korea. And I think that's because this is the tail end of the worst, the worst I've felt about my body, and that's kind of how life works, right? And I have been to Korea during one of my lower confidence, less confident times related to my body. And I guess I'll just talk a bit about how Korea affects or enhances or exasperates whatever pre-existing thoughts you kind of have about your body. Korea is definitely a make or break situation when it comes to feeling comfortable. You will be directly confronted with your difference. And in many ways that have to do purely with aesthetic. Generally speaking, and I'm not speaking about individuals, I'm thinking like broadly, like kind of stereotypically, this is what is thought of as attractive. And I can't stress that enough. This isn't like individual people. Everyone finds different things attractive, you know, but stereotypically, a woman to be her ideal beauty, to be her most beautiful self, she's pale as hell, thin, super thin, like damn near emaciated, tiny head, tall but not too tall, somewhere around like 5'6" is pretty, like that's a nice height, giant boobs. Like randomly giant boobs, like generally speaking, if you're that thin, it's very hard to get, very unlikely you'll have as large boobs in that. Also big eyes, double eyelids, tall noses, and nowadays people like plumper lips. Those are generally speaking the overall ideal aesthetic for a woman. The reason why I'm putting so much emphasis on the ideal is because people don't look like this. Don't get me wrong, people in Korea, generally speaking, are generally quite thin, but they don't look sickly. They don't look super, super thin to the point that it's like, ooh, are you healthy? Are you okay? They look healthy. They eat well. They take care of themselves, generally speaking. Well, there's a lot of alcohol and cigarette usage, but like healthy eating, a lot of exercise, you know, people generally take care of themselves. Like, that's a very ingrained thing to do. So me, as a Westerner, before the first time I came into Korea, I was a little nervous. I'm none of these things. I'm tall as hell. I'm brown. I'm thickums. Thick. Like, generally speaking, I'm the antithesis of everything that's supposed to be beautiful in Korea, you know? The first time I went to Korea, I went with my natural hair. Y'all notice I don't do that anymore? Not because I'm like saying, oh my God, I'm so ashamed of my hair. It's just because it's too freaking hot. It's too hot in Korea to be playing around with whether or not my hair will look nice. But I went with my natural hair, so that was like, ooh, that's kind of different. And I remember thinking right before the first time I went, I was like, Kendall, you can't do anything to be the ideal, because you're already not. There's so much that's not the same as this, so why do you care? So like, I was focusing a lot on losing a lot of weight at the time. Well, I have my entire life, but at this particular juncture, I was like, I need to be tiny. I need to be skinny and frail. Kendall, why? You gonna go there I was going there for 3 months. I'm gonna go there, probably ruin my health in the process, not be stick thin. You notice I never was. And like, I'm gonna do all these things to essentially probably end up ruining the entire experience, because when I get there, I'll still feel inadequate and I'll still feel different. And it's like, for what? For these people that don't know you will think of you as other anyway, so you might as well be a bomb ass other. I'm fabulous. I'm exotic. I'm eccentric. I'm all of these things. So run with it. Go with it. Just enjoy it. And that's what I did the first time I went to Korea. Granted, at the time, even looking back on that experience, I still feel like I wasn't as comfortable as I am in my body right now, because I still was wearing a lot of clothes to cover up. You know, I felt like I needed to wear more clothes to cover up. I shouldn't wear shorts even though it's 150 degrees outside. So this time when I went, I basically went alone. And I think that had a lot to do with why I was a little bit more comfortable, because I wasn't comparing myself to other people. The next few times I did go with friends, and I noticed if you're not in a good mindset, even if you're not comparing yourself to other people in the country, I was comparing myself to my friends, which doesn't make sense, because all the friends I went with were little ass Asians too. Like, so I ended up feeling even more self-conscious, because I felt like the odd one out of a group in an odd place somewhere else. And during these trips, I felt very, very uncomfortable, because again, Korea is very great on like reaffirming your own insecurities right in front of your face. You don't like the way you look? Get hella plastic surgery. We have it. We have advertisements everywhere. You don't like the way you look? Oh, there's always somebody that'll tell you like a surgery that'll fix the thing that's wrong with you. You don't like the way you look? Here's a diet tip outside of a CVS store that tells you only eat sweet potatoes for the next 3 weeks. Like, these things exist. So if you're already in like a not a great mindset association with your body, Korea will not be your friend. Oh, you don't like the way your body looks? How about this? You're gonna be bombarded with mirrors everywhere. There's nothing inherently wrong with the mirror thing. There are mirrors in every apartment, on buildings, in subway stations, you know, giant full-length mirrors seemingly everywhere. I had never seen my body full length so much as I did when I started going to Korea. Now, when I was in a good mindset, that was great. I'm like, look at the gains, look at the legs, look at the booty. I'm snatched. If I'm in a bad mindset, even if my body has not changed, Korea will be a good place to not feel great about yourself. You can't ignore your body. Like, it's everywhere. If you're shopping and you felt different, oh, you feel really, really different now. They're called one size clothing, which are basically a small, extra small in the United States. Don't fit everyone. That's why I'm confused. Generally speaking, I can fit one size shirts. So I tend to buy shirts in Korea, but I don't even go near pants. Don't even waste my time. Oversized shirts in Korea, women's shirts, are like a size large, extra large in the United States. So actually this shirt is a Korean shirt that I'm wearing right now. I'm sweating like a mother. Look how short it is. But this is a one size shirt. So now, fast forward to this last time I was in Korea, I feel like a lot of people could tell I was in a much better place and associated with my body. I felt like celebrating it. I was dressing all cute. You guys could tell that I felt a lot more comfortable. And that's because, not because of Korea. Again, Korea can be the devil or the angel. It will intensify whatever feelings you have about your body. So I've been working on this whole like coming to terms and loving what I've been given body-wise for months. I'd say definitely since the beginning of this year. Actually, I can pinpoint the day. My birthday, January. Korea was like the test for me. It's like, have you gotten in a better place about your body? Because Korea will let you know. Korea will show you yourself. And I can honestly say I have. And because of that, I have never been complimented so much in my life in such a short amount of time by everybody. By foreigners, by Koreans, by everybody. Everyone just was very, very complimentary to me. And I don't think it was because I lost weight, gained weight, one way or another. It's just I looked happy. I looked confident. I looked proud. I looked relaxed. I stick out. I would have stuck out anyway. But now those things are just highlighted 100-fold because you are the singular you in a place where everyone doesn't look like you. Am I making sense? If people would come up to me and say like, you are just so beautiful and you just look so nice and I love the way you look and your body is incredible. Again, my body hasn't really changed that much. Like, I started working out, but that didn't really mean anything. I've worked out in the past before going to Korea and the attitude wasn't the same. Generally speaking, what Koreans would do, they would look at me and then look at their friends and be like, wow, she's really pretty, because I still scare people. I'm a 6 foot tall woman walking down the street. I'm still terrifying. But I'm sorry this video is like kind of all over the place, but I guess I'll try to surmise my thought process about Korea and body confidence in this way, because I really should have like taken notes. It's been a while. I'm rusty. Deal with it. I love y'all. Y'all do whatever. Korea, and when I say Korea, I mean like capitalist Korea, advertising Korea, plastic surgery centers Korea. These systematic places I refer to as Korea, not individuals, because individuals are attracted to whatever they're attracted to and people are attracted to all types of things. Korea has very standardized ideas of beauty. And when those are kind of in your face, especially if you're coming from a Western country that doesn't have as rigid ideas of what beauty is, it's jarring and it gets you to question yourself. And it's really a test of how you feel about yourself. Confidence, both body-wise and I guess in every other sense of the word. How comfortable are you with being yourself? Unapologetically, because you will be faced literally with your image on a regular basis. I could see where it could make or break you. I'm going to be very honest with you. So if you know personally that you have some very, very deep-rooted body confidence issues, Korea is not necessarily going to fix them. But I will say Korea is a very interesting place to tackle those demons. At least I found it was, because it didn't make sense for me to compare myself to people that weren't like me. And it's funny because no one's like you, right? So why is it like you have to go to a whole ass different country to realize that? But in no truer sense. Like, our language isn't the same. We didn't grow up the same. The country's not the same. I'm brown. I'm like 8 inches taller than every girl in this country. You're confronted with how different you are, and you can either find comfort or discomfort in that. Ultimately, choosing one or the other. And I've chosen both. And let me tell you, choosing confidence is so much better. It's so much sweeter. Your entire trip, your entire time can be ruined by that discomfort. And to some extent, there is a conscious decision to decide, you know what? I am what I am. Like it, you don't. Here we are. Let's take this bull by the horns. And I know I'm talking specifically about Korea, but this is actually traveling anywhere. And actually not even traveling, just living your day-to-day life wherever you are and you're trying to struggling with this. But I just wanted to give my opinion in this particular context. I must say, I've had situations where I was kind of feeling self-conscious, but I can't imagine how hard it must be for someone that is East Asian. East Asians will get it the hardest, period. If you're Korean or not Korean, you're gonna get it the hardest, because people have an expectation for what East Asians are supposed to look like, especially when you're in East Asia. So my Korean American friends, I love y'all. Y'all know. You gonna get it. You know what to expect, and you know how to be unapologetically who you are. And if you decide to make any changes to your body, whether that be through surgery or exercising and dieting or whatever, preparing yourself in a way that you know that it's for you and not for these nameless, faceless people that you see in a country that you most likely are going to leave in less than a year. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling because I've been talking for 24 minutes. I love you guys. Can't wait to see you in LA. More details coming soon. Don't forget to follow me on my social media. That is Instagram and Twitter, both of which are KennieJD. Watch other videos. And I'll see you guys next time.